Are you really tired of living in the hustle and the bustle of big city life? Are you ready to make the move to a more peaceful life, such as the one that you'd find in North Dakota, such as Turtle Lake? Turtle Lake is a small town outside of the Bismarck Mandan area that has lots to offer. And I'm going to take you around this city, show you some different homes with different price points and the different amenities, and see if this neighborhood is the right one for you. This neighborhood has a lot of fun, different activities, and comes together as a great town with a lot of different activities that they do to support each other, and really is a neat community. If you stay to the very end, I'll show you one special feature about this community that you're not going to want to miss. So let's get at it. My name is Mike, and together with Lana, my wife, we are the Home701.com team. We love helping people make the smooth move to the Bismarck Mandan and surrounding community areas. Let us help you make that smooth move. You can give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or set up a Zoom link. Our contact information is below. And if this is the first time to our channel, you're going to want to subscribe and tap the bell to get the latest notifications of the Bismarck Mandan surrounding community area market conditions and videos. Okay, so like a lot of small towns, you have some older homes and then you have some newer homes. For the most part, there's a lot of in between. You have homes that have been remodeled, a lot of stuff that's been older that has been not taken care of, and then you have stuff that has. So you have a wide range of prices. They tend to be a little bit more reasonable compared to like if you lived in a big city or even a bigger town. You know, it just, you tend to get a little bit better pricing on places that you can get. So this spot right here coming up, we got a place up here. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,200, almost 1,300 square feet house that is for sale right here. It's a 1-car garage. It's on the corner. It's got nice big mature trees. So you can see the house there. It's got some good shade from it, and not a very big backyard. It looks like they're pretty close to the next house actually, but in any case, you can kind of see backyard is more of triangular shaped, and you get all that for $137. So that's kind of excellent pricing that you can find. It's not horribly expensive, so you can find a beautiful little home here. Look at that, a little older but well taken care of. It's got a nice yard. Just take you and show you like down the street. You kind of have a mix because there's not a single builder, there's multiple builders, and a lot of people do they build stuff kind of in pieces. And actually there's a church, I don't know if you can see this church down here, that's actually a home now. And so that's kind of a neat thing. If a church is no longer gonna be active and they sell it off, then it was converted into a home. So it's got some unique features with that you don't typically have steeples in your houses, but they do. This is definitely going with a new look. The darker colors are kind of becoming a hit, and right next you got like an older home with some stucco. So again, very nice neighborhood. You can check the streets are nice and large. And Turtle Lake has kind of on the north side, Maine, there's some houses on the south side of Maine, and then the north side of Maine is more businesses. And towards the end of the couple of streets over from Maine have a lot of different business. There's a massage parlor there. There was a Tasty Freeze that closed down. There's a J&B Country Cafe that serves great food. And there is a American Legion and a city hall and a library all within there, and a church right here. So those are just some of the features that are close to the more northern part of Main Street. Okay, and we're coming up on this location here. Is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house, 2,700 feet roughly, and $177 for the price. Nice home, corner lot, a lot of easy access to the road, not far from downtown. So another great option just for homes. Now we're more on the west side of Turtle Lake, and the west side of Turtle Lake has more nicer, newer homes. I don't know about nicer, I shouldn't say that, but the insides are going to be more fresh unless they've updated stuff. But as you can see, this is a newer home here, over here, and we got some more kind of a newer home here, or at least it's been updated to reflect that. So that's kind of the feel here, more on the western side. Still have some mature trees, and so we still have that aspect of it. This is not far from the Turtle Lake Centennial Park. and again, not far from the high school. So they're all fairly close, and it's just easy to get around. I mean, it's not, you don't have a big space, it's just quick. I mean, and there is a little office space down this way, so that's kind of neat as well. So it's just not too far. It used to be a dentist in there. I'm not sure. I'm going to check to see. I think there's also a nursing home right there. So that's part of the, you know, if you have a loved one that lives in a nursing home, it's really nice, it's quaint, it's got a personal feel for it, and so easy access for those people who have a person in nursing home that they can go see, park in 2 minutes, they can see them. So down this street, there's another house for sale coming up, but this actually used to be my cousin's house. And I've been in this town growing up, and she got married and she lived in this house here for a while. Then they just moved a little ways out in the country, but there's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house, 2,400 square feet. And that one it's already under contract. It's right here, 2-car garage, kind of a nice neighborhood. Everything's a little bit more modern. You know, you can see the homes are all kind of a little bit, maybe like built in the 80s, you know, that kind of thing. So you can kind of see around the neighborhood here. Anyway, that's about what you can get. You know, you find a lot of them right around this. This was 210,000, but a lot of the homes around in the area range in that 200,000 mark if you have a nice home. Sometimes a little higher, depends on how much square footage you have. But if you have an older home, they tend to be a little bit less. And there's more things that probably need to be updated and fixed in some of those older homes. But in any case, west side of the town is a little bit more fresher. It's kind of where the newer development happened. Right down by Main is more of the older homes. But there's some scattered new homes in there as well. So we're gonna go by the school as well as the park and take you through some of that as well and some of the business section. Thanks. Okay, so this is Turtle Lake Mercer Public School. This is the high school here. This is one of the entrances to it, and the Trojans, that's the name of their mascot. You can see it has nice tinted windows. And over here they have some more buildings and a place where there's more of the workout stuff and the football field and that kind of thing. So let's check that out. Okay, so then I'm going to take you down some of the business section here in Turtle Lake, and we have a number of businesses that are on Main Street or right next to the main street. You have the Northland Healthcare Centers right there. That's where people are getting a lot of their routine healthcare here, which is, you know, great that a community has that option. Some of these smaller communities do not have options in town that they can go see somebody for their, you know, just the simple things, colds, flus, something got in the eye, something, they got a laceration somehow, some version thereof. So those are kind of fun little things to have in a town because otherwise it's stressful. You have to run somewhere else to go get it, and it's just nice to have that option. So you've got a really good Cenex gas station right over here. There is a fish cleaning station here at the end of Main. Isn't that awesome? There is a big grain elevator right here as well. We're gonna take you down Main Street here and show you some of the stuff. This town has the turtle races. That's their big event in the summer, and so they have all the turtle races to find the fastest turtle in the world. And it happens right here in this small little town in North Dakota, which is kind of fun. They make a deal out of it. And you saw that big metal turtle structure. And that is, I don't know, I think that's probably the largest turtle in the world, but I'm not sure. It's definitely in competition for it, so needless to say. So there's some of the businesses here, like all small towns, have come and go with sometimes certain things will disappear and different businesses will come about. Looks like there's a repaint and repair body shop over there. I do not know if they're still open or not. There is the post office right there. We have a grocery store like about a block away coming up. We got a bank over here. I think this is where my cousin works here, coming up here, and he is a loan officer right here at this bank here, Dakota West Credit Union, I believe. I haven't seen him at work, but that's where it is. There's a cool coffee shop right over here, and so that's neat. There's a little Hell's little kitchen right over here. A little spin on that. There's an insurance company right here. We got and another gas station right here. The wind's kind of blowing, so hopefully you don't have a lot of that wind noise, but here's a nice little gas station right on Main. You have the American Legion right down here. They have another true community bank right here. And coming up on the grocery store shortly. And then there's a restaurant that's up here as well. Here's a styling shop. You can get your hairstyle. This looks like it's currently being renovated Here is the grocery store. It's fairly large and they've done a good job stocking a lot of stuff. This is a much needed utility amenity in this community, like everybody who doesn't need groceries, right? So that's very important. We have across the street, there's some gift store. There's Marv's Bar. Used to be a bowling alley here, but that closed down. And a hardware Hank. I guess apparently you can see laughing at your own mistakes can lengthen your life, but laughing at your wife's mistakes can shorten it. That's good advice. So just another place of business here just to buy odds and ends. And then we get into more of the residential areas of Main Street. We do have J&B's Country Cafe one block this way. So we're gonna kind of head this way and circle around the block because there is a lot of businesses over here as well. Anyway, Turtle Days is coming up and that is big. There's a lot of activities for the kids. The community really pulls together. They do like little car races for the kids, the ones that are not powered. They just, I forget what they call them, box cars or something like that. And they have that. They have turtle races, right? You go find a turtle and you pick out your turtle, you name him and you put him in the race and you see if he wins. Ultimately, somebody is crowned the winner, right? And they have dunk tanks. I know my cousin sat in on a dunk tank as well one time, and you know, she had people throw balls at the dunk tank and eventually just push the button, right? Drop her down in and she got wet. So you can find a lot of different mixes. Usually in smaller towns, you'll have 2 or 3 options, maybe 4 options for churches. And so there is another church right here on the corner. And so that's right there. You see all the mature trees. Again, this is all part of it. It's all just, used to be a Tasty Freeze right here. I know it was a sad day for my cousins when the Tasty Freeze went out, which is too bad. And J&B's Country Cafe home cooking, like Grandma used to do it, is right here. That's a local favorite here. Also, you have the American Legion right here as well. So that's just part of it. All right, so I'm gonna take you into JB's Cafe and show you that, the Country Cafe here. So as we come in, you can take a look. It's got all nice and cool in here, which is awesome. A lot of place for seating in here, so it's really nice and big. You got some drinks, you got the cafe in the back there, and some great food. So this is a local favorite here, so you definitely want to check out this place. So, and we're gonna go on and show you around the block and take a look at this really super cool Jeep. How often do you get to see one of these Jeeps in this kind of condition? Super clean, super nice. That's awesome. Great shape, has just a lot of really cool things. Nice. You got the soldier here with okay, so that was pretty much the block here. I'm gonna walk down this area yet here too and go one more block and then turn around. So we're coming up on the Turtle Lake Public Library and also City Hall. Library is right there and City Hall is right there. I'm gonna cut across here. You can see some of the homes that are right here. You can see some of the older ones down on the end there and a little bit freshened up here. Again, that happens around Main Street here as you get closer to the homes. Were initially put around Main Street. They're a little older, so they're in a little bit, most of them are a little bit tougher shape as far as the outside could use some work, but they're also priced better. So then, you know, you have an option to get into something for a little bit less, and that's not all bad, right? Anyway, life moves at a different pace in these small towns. You get to know your neighbor very well. You get to see what, just like I said, going at your own pace is. Most of the time there's no rush in this type of a town. You just get your work done. You stay until it gets done. And so that's kind of the benefits of living in the smaller town, is they just don't have as much hustle and bustle going on as they do in bigger towns. Seems like the bigger town you get, the worse it is, right? I mean, New York City seems a lot of traffic moving. Everybody's nervous, anxious, trying to get somewhere, honking horns, blowing noise. Everything's just kind of worked up. Take a look at Main Street. That's peaceful, right? I guess we got one car here. So there you go. One car that's moving down, 2 now. Moving down Main Street. Anyway, really peaceful and nice. So I hope you loved that video about Turtle Lake, and you're gonna wanna stay tuned for the next video on New Salem. New Salem has a lot to offer, and there's really cool features about New Salem that you're not gonna wanna miss. And if Lana and I can help you make the smooth move to the Bismarck Mandan surrounding community area, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or set up a Zoom meet. Our contact information is below. Let us help you make that smooth move to the Bismarck Mandan area.